If you are looking to retire, congratulations and very best wishes, but too soon to stop is not for you. Hello and welcome back. I am Dr. Diane, and this is Too Soon to Stop, the How to Reinvent Yourself channel. My focus is for people like myself who are approaching the end of a career. For me, at the age of 65 and with over 30 years of emergency medicine experience, I am looking for new ways to help others, and I am not ready to stop working. We want to continue to have an impact on society and share the many lessons we have learned over the years while figuring out what we want to do next. I know there are plenty of people that cannot wait to leave their employers and have a life of leisure. If this is you, great. However, I know there are plenty of people that are like myself who want to keep working and going on, albeit down a different venue. At this time, we are exploring new avenues while pursuing our passions and dreams, some that may have been put on hold for decades. My hope and prayer is that you will use this as a motivation to continue to be a lifelong learner and use what you are learning to help others. Let's go. One of the key must-do maneuvers is to restructure what you have learned and fashion it to be along the lines of your dreams and goals. It doesn't matter what it is. This is how a genius thinks. They take things that are unrelated and link them together into something new, useful, exciting, and different. It provides a new and fresh solution to problems that have not yet been solved. Be a problem finder. Look for ways to take what we have learned and restructure it in a way to meet the needs of others in our own unique and powerful way. So, how do you do this? Brainstorming. Writing down as much as you know about your goals and dreams. Take all the time you need because this has to be thoroughly thought out. Next, break your subject matter into bite-sized pieces. Start doing research on each of the bites and take notes. Lots of notes. What are you looking for? How to put the pieces of the puzzle together. Most importantly, whether a need actually exists that can help others. What if there is no societal need, but you are still passionate about a subject? This can be a hobby, your labor of love. It's okay as long as it makes you happy and fulfills your dreams. Keep asking yourself questions like, how do you take things to the next level? Or how will you know what you are looking for and if you can recognize it when you see it? Well, if you see a pattern of complaints or statements such as, I wish things were this way or that way, can you see a way to solve the problem other people are having and griping about? Do you know that this is how millionaires are made? Try to figure out how to meet that need. This is what I have meant when I talk about putting in the hard work. Do this consistently and you are on your way. You should feel good about yourself and proud about your accomplishments. Don't be surprised if one bite leads to several new bites. The main goal is to break things down so that others can understand what you are wanting to achieve and find it useful to help them. Learn to express yourself in a way that will make sense to whomever you are trying to communicate with and on their level. Teenager, young adult, professional, whatever. For instance, if you're anything like me, you use your GPS system frequently to reach a destination. Of course, you are given multiple options to reach that same endpoint. Each point has its pros and cons. This is what is needed with your bite size. Play devil's advocate and look at each bite from multiple different directions. Each option should help you see things from a different perspective and perhaps lead you to a highly productive and desirable conclusion. Also, importantly, you have to be willing to get rid of the approach of what worked in the past will work now with your new vision. Your old ways may work, but then again, they may not. Do not dismiss new routes, vision, or explanation without thoroughly considering all the pros and cons. How do you do this? By continuously emptying your cup each day to allow new thoughts, approaches, and maneuvers to help you reach a satisfactory and successful conclusion. In order to stick to your research, you have to learn to tolerate uncertainty and be patient while you are trying to figure out new ways to reach a new conclusion. Amazingly, things may come to you at 2 a.m. and make perfect sense. You may sit up in your bed with an amazing new idea in your head that will make you shout for joy. This is how ingenuity works. Just don't disturb others in your household while you are shouting out in joy with your triumphant shouts. Another great way to come up with a new and different perspective is to reverse engineer. You know where you want to end up, so work backwards. Analyzing each step in the process will allow you to come up with a new and innovative way to express yourself. Keep in mind, of course, things must make sense in order to be useful and effective for others. Finally, one more way to come up with a new solution is to study the opposite approach. For instance, let's say you are trying to reach out to high school students. You know they are only interested in what is cool, hip, and now a lot of the time. Why not see why things are unpopular for them and ask the young people what would make them popular? Learn to ask lots of questions of your target audience. Get to know them well. You will be amazed of how you can come up with new concepts by simply looking at things differently. You can then fashion your approach to include the unpopular, but with a fresh twist that now makes it popular. You can study the unpopular subject and learn how to teach it in a way that will be understood by the teenager. Perhaps the subject matter is unpopular because they do not understand it. You can approach it from the standpoint that you will hold their interest and spark their young minds to take different approaches to reach their own successful conclusion to make a difference. It's like putting cheese on broccoli for your school-age child. The cheese makes the vegetable more palatable for their youthful, finicky taste buds. The possibilities are endless. The key is to learn how to think in order to come up with different ideas that will impact the world. How exciting! Remember, great ideas come from thinking, researching, and linking unrelated things together to come up with an entirely new and different concept. Keep striving for excellence in new ways. Till next time, praying for your success and wishing you the very best.